What it do, NFL Niner fam? Now, I was doing two of the greatest players from that team that never won a championship. Peterson, Moss. Now, I'm not saying they're the greatest of all time on that team, even though Moss is one of them. Adrian Peterson is debatable, but everybody know he was a complete beast. A complete beast. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. You can debate greatest, whatever it is, but they never won a championship with the Vikings. He got close with the Patriots. Okay, and I'm thinking he was in Arizona when they went to the Super Bowl. I'm not sure, but I don't think he's ever been to a Super Bowl or ever won a Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure. No. I'm sure neither one of them never won a Super Bowl. See, the thing is, just like when people say about Brock Purdy, oh, Brock Purdy's on the stack team and this thing, he didn't have a choice where he went. Now, if these two had the same choice as Matthew Stafford, when Matthew Stafford left the Lions, he waited and Sean McVay put a team together for him. If they had that choice to say, okay, I'm going to go to the best offensive line, the best quarterback, the best, he was able to go to the Patriots, and you see what happened. People never talk about that undefeated season. The Patriots was dogging people. And when I mean dogging them, Belichick has already got that look on him like, he ain't answering no questions. Belichick don't listen to nobody. He just do his own thing. Belichick, they was beating people so bad. They were already winning by 30, 40 points. They were blowing teams out. Belichick was going for it on fourth down. He wasn't kicking no field goals. He wasn't punting. And the coaches, when they in the middle of the field and they shake hands, they be like, hey, man, why you going for it? Why you doing all that? Belichick was like, stop me. Stop me. Meaning, my team is so good, it's nothing you can do. And then he ends up going he playing the Super Bowl, and it's a big difference. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, because the Giants were lucky. They were lucky. Now, their defensive front was able to get to Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? That defensive front was able to get to him. But come on now, man. That last catch when dude caught the ball in his helmet and fell back. Come on. Hey, that's luck. That was luck. But sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And then they end up beating the Patriots and messing up that undefeated season. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. And that was without the referee's help, Chiefs. That was without all the cheating they had to do. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to do none of that stuff. They was actually balling because he went to a team. Moss went to a team. He's elite. He went to a team with an elite quarterback. This is what you get. It is what it is. He went to the Cardinals, I think, and I think they still had Larry Fitzgerald. It still wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. He should have went to a powerhouse team like himself. He's a powerhouse guy. He should have went to a team like that. I think they had Kurt Warner over there as their quarterback, but I'm like, he shouldn't even went to that team. And then Peterson was still ready to play football, still on roster. He had off the field issues. He had a bunch of stuff going on. And he was still willing to play football. But nobody would pick him up. And that's crazy. That's crazy. That's how I know it's politics in football. It's politics in football because you be having good players that be out there in the free agency market just waiting. Now, I don't know it's something else going on besides, their football skill. Because you're like, man, you're crazy. Pick him up, put him on team, and he's balling, and it's a reason they don't pick him up. Now, this crap they did with Shedeur Sanders, they know that boy is better than a gang of these other cats, and that was a colluded effort to not let him play. Now, see, the circumstances like that is different. It's a colluded. Nobody's picking him, and then when they showed he's the better guy in camp, they're not even letting him be on the letting him even start. So that's different. That's some collusion. But when you're an already proven player, it shouldn't be no problem. But like I said, Peterson had stuff off the field going on, which I think that's what made it kind of difficult for them, because when you step up to that podium, you got to keep answering these questions, and it's the questions and the news and all that's linked to the team. I'm saying. So yeah, and people be forgetting, Randy Moss played for the Niners. And we went to the Super Bowl. See? Randy Moss played. Now, he was on his last leg. Now, hold on. He was on his last leg, but he still played for the Niners. See? And that was a great pickup by Harbaugh. Great pickup, because when we had Randy Moss, we also had Michael Crabtree. We had Vernon Davis. We still had Frank Gore, but it was a great pickup because you had Cap, and Kaepernick was he launching the ball. He was strong, so he launching the ball. I didn't say with much accuracy, but he'll get the ball there. But you got to be a receiver with immaculate hands. He still had hands. So he was able to catch the ball a few times. And regardless, still one-on-one, he's a threat. He looked a little bit older when he was with the Niners, but he still was a threat. You just ain't gonna leave him by himself. Don't leave Randy Moss. I don't care how old he is. And Peterson just didn't get his just due. I don't know. He had off the field issues going on. I think that was one of the main problems. Remember when Peterson was unstoppable? They broke his leg. He came right back and was literally unstoppable again. Man, but they targeted him. I knew they was gonna break something on him. It's like Michael Vick, same thing. All that running around, and his leg ended up getting broke. That's not by accident. That stuff is by design, man. I remember they tried to do it to Brady. Remember one of the Chiefs ended up breaking Brady's leg. Went right into his knee. They changed the rules for Brady. See, you don't play with Brady. You don't play with the money maker of the league. They changed the rules for him. If you even get around his legs, penalty. Don't even look at Brady's leg. Don't look at the field around Brady's legs. Penalty. See, so they'll change the games for somebody like Brady, but for somebody like these guys, I ain't gonna change the game. You just gotta go to a team that, that's really already stacked. You gotta do Kevin Durant. Go to the Warriors and they already stacked. You just gotta do your part, you feel me? So let me know what y'all think. These two, like I said, from the Vikings, never got a ring with the Vikings. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Hold on, wait. He was on the Vikings when they brought in Brett Favre. I forgot about that. And got to the NFC Championship. And that's when Bounty Gate started. I forgot about that. When Bounty Gate started. And they beat the hell out of Brett Favre. I think it was the Saints. I mean, they beat Brett Favre back to Mississippi, wherever he from. They beat him. When they showed that's what made him retire. When they showed the video of him speaking after that NFC Championship game, he was so bruised up, it looked like he had been in a boxing match. Go back and look at that video. That's when he was like, yeah, I think I'm retired. Yeah, I think it's time. And then Brett Favre is out there, I forgot, Mississippi, somewhere down there scamming people out of their money. But that's another story. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.